Another vibe. Yeah, Papa. It's your partner. CBD Bila Patala. Sweet, sweet, red banana. Not for monkey alone, yeah. Sweet, sweet, red banana. Not for monkey alone, yeah. And not for monkey alone. That's why not for monkey alone. You tell a friend man today, oh, song will take it for you tomorrow, mama. Yeah, 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 yeah. You tell your friend you today, oh, someone will take it for you tomorrow. Oh, oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Me let's see that girl. Come on, me let's see that woman, baby. My girl, you take him all away. You take him all away. The kinds of things you do, you take him all away. My girl, take him all away. Oh, all away. The way you shake your poo-poo, take him all away. Me and I let my friend and Julia. Me and your little find my own Julia. Me and I let my friend and Julia. And your little find my own Julia. You tell your friend me today, oh, someone will take it for you tomorrow, mama.
You're coming, folks. We're coming to serious politics here. Oh, yeah. You tell your friend man today, somebody will tell your own tomorrow. Leave your friend at home. Leave your friend at home.
Leave your friend at home. Leave your friend at home. Tell your friend you a head thing. Then you out in the PCG. Tell your friend me head thing up. Then you out in the farm. You take him all away. You take him all away. The concept things you do. You take him all away. Go love fire. Go love fire. Go love fire. Go love fire. Leave your friend at home. 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 Sweet, sweet, red banana. Not for monkey alone.
Bikina, ToneLiberia.com. Leave your friend at home. Leave your friend at home. Sweet, sweet banana. And not for monkey alone. Cassava, not for monkey alone. Sweet banana or cassava leaf or whatever it is, it's not for monkey alone. Whatever it is, folks, tonight, politics. I just felt like I needed to address some serious issues that has been taking place in the media space, especially when it comes to the politics that is taking place, that is unfolding in Liberia. And people are going after personal attacks, as many of you have learned for the past 1 or 2 days, and other national issues that concerns the voting populace of Liberia. So we'd love to invite you tonight on the show. Those of you who are watching, wherever you are, I know some of you it's midnight, somewhere, some part of the globe. Some of you it's morning time, and some of us it's just evening. It's not even 7 o'clock. From my end, where I sit, it's 6:36 p.m. with the sun shining bright. Today the weather temperature is literally like in the 90s. So, but wherever you're watching us from, this is Sam Gadu, bringing you politics, national discussions here, right here, Green Country, Oklahoma, wherever you're watching us. And I love to ask questions. Where is Henry Pedro Costa? Yeah, this is what we want to find out. Where is Henry Pedro Costa? That's what we want to find out. And Spoon Network versus the Class Reloaded. Spoon Network versus the Class Reloaded. What just happened? Because this one is not just personality thing. It has to do with, folks, a network is fighting another network. The de facto is fighting another group. But before I even get into it, man, um, I want to play my little music here before I really get into the discussions tonight, wherever you are, and the Brownie Samuka case and the train Rescue 1, Rescue 2. We're seeing a lot of wave is taking place in Monterrey, in Monrovia. Today it was District number 13 as well. And so it's fascinating bringing you updates, recaps of the week, politics, and of course, we are here to making sure that you partake, that you be a part of the show as well tonight, by calling in wherever you are. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got pretty soon so I can get the show rolling for you guys here at Talk TV Media Network.
Live by your word, be the hunter. Get out there, we don't want you be the hunter. Oh no man, I'll let you be the hunter. Get out there, we don't want you be the hunter. Deceiver man, let you be the hunter. Get out there, we don't want you be the hunter. Give Pharaoh, let you be the hunter. Get out there, we don't want you be the hunter. Oh, now listen to me, my people. Listen to me. Let me tell you the story about a pretty woman. Hey! He passed the royal line to the people. Yeah. The people told you are wicked, we never believe it. Now you are proving yourself. Give the people chance, be the hunter. Right now, if in the middle of the night, I had a dream. Then I saw Pon County crying. Go and tell my people, go and tell them I'm crying. Because the leader for the each other. I'm crying so much. Then I wake up in the middle of the night. Then I call my beautiful wife. I said, come for Colette. I had a dream, baby. I saw Bugatti crying, say, the leader for the nation. Then I call my little son. I said, Jenny Saki. Do not be like the pretty hunter or a riot. Don't be a boy. Be the hunter, get out there. We don't want you to be the hunter. Won't tire when you be the hunter.
Give us chance, we don't want you to be the hunter.
Get out there, we don't want you to be the hunter. Give Pharaoh that you be the hunter. Get out there, we don't want you to be the hunter. Now, what's the arrow showing how they come on? They are all wicked people. Wicked people. Be careful. Now listen to the story. Listen to the story. Well. Get our jeans. 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 He passing wherever you're posting everywhere. It's a political circle. Don't mind. It's a political circle. Don't lie or riot to the people. There's your May 2011. They all left from Bon County. They went to the parliament to represent Bon County. When they came back on the 17th, many of them fall. Those that suffer, those that celebrate.
Okay, folks. Okay. Now we're going to start real business. Real business. Again, welcome to the show, the Political Spotlight here at Talk TV Media Network. My name is Sam Gadu. Let me show you guys. Let me remove this banner so you will be able to see who's speaking. Um, this is what we do here at Talk TV Media Network. We talk politics. This is weekly recap here, second opinion, as well as I may call it. You know, there is this quote that I always put up there by Plato. It says, "Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance." Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. So this is what's happening. This is what we saw this week happening in the media landscape of Liberia. There are media institutions that are coming from every aspect, especially now that the season of politics is growing. We are closing into the elections in Liberia. What's happening is everyone now that has a personal platform has become to a journalist or media practitioner. And this is the area where I hold the Ministry of Information responsible because they don't know how to censor media institutions in Liberia. So anybody with a phone or camera can just get up and say nonsense or trash on their phone or on their platform. You know, media institutions need to be legit. Some of them got a lot of following online whatsoever and in the country. And they could change the dynamics of the elections and stuff. And informing the people is the cardinal point, cardinal responsibility that we have to give to the public as journalists, as media institutions. It is our responsibility. It is incumbent upon us that the information we propagate out there, that we send outside for the world to chew on, to hear on, to listen to, must be authenticated, must be legit, must have proof. But we find journalists from every aspect of whatever, and they just show up and nothing they get to say. But they get story, one side of story, and just write and they're done. They publish it. It's over. I tell my guys, you're gonna write a story, especially that something that has to do with someone else's character, that could denigrate someone else's character or demean them. Here, the second thought of it. It is just common sense wisdom. Get the other side of the story. What we watched just 2 days ago with the class Reloaded and that of the Spoon Network. We all in the media, and I hate to just talk about my colleagues here, but that was very demeaning. It was down below the belt that I cannot just sit by. If I can talk about the ills, other ills in society, I will call my friends on this one. I will call. It is the awesome, solemn responsibility that I have to call my friends in the media landscape. If they make mistakes, if they're trying to polarize or demean this awesome, noble profession, that is what's happening. You can attack somebody by not calling their name. That's politics. That's even good politics. You don't have to call their name, but to the point where you have to call someone by their name, and you are in a habit to destroy someone else's marriage because, you can't take the heat. That's what we call. If you can't take the heat in the kitchen, get out. That's what happened to Kev Hassan. Kev Hassan could not take the heat in the kitchen. I watched the show, the same way others watch my platform, our own platform, and other platforms as well. We watched the show. What happened? And we have what they call aiding and abetting. All the other colleagues that were sitting there with so-called one of their lawyers, panelists or guests, Isaac Jackson, that calls himself a lawyer, he could have given them good counsel right away. but he couldn't. He was fueling to the problem too. He was one of those who was fueling to the problem to push Kev to spill out whatever Kev had to spill out. And Kev, innocently, not innocently or foolishly enough, bowed down to that and listened to it and went to destroy another man, another person's marriage. I don't like to talk about these things, but when you look at the legal ramifications, the legal dynamics that are involved into these things, you know, what's her name? Dr. Francine, Dr. Richardson, she has a good case. She does have a good case, especially here in America. Defamation of character, character assassination, because you are attacking someone else and you went further to call my name into this. I'm not your enemy. You and I are friends. I don't have to go your way. I have my own decision to make. That was Dr. Francis' decision to not follow them when they left. But people forget, because these guys, Ben Sanvi, Tamalin, Dr. Peabody, these guys, upon just a few months ago, in the years, were best of friends with Stanton. They all were best of friends. Flasa could not get in between them. But this is where their friendship was tested. This is my own personal opinion. Your friendship is always going to be tested. If you say you love someone, or this is your best friend, yeah, will always come a test to that friendship that you have. But what do you do? Do you stand? Do you weather the storm? Do you wait for the storm to pass? Do you fight along with your brother? You didn't. Instead, you defected, you dump your brother. That was your brother. You call him your brother many times. In fact, there's videos online. Kev couldn't, it's like praising, Stanton, that, if it was not Stanton, what could he have become? And now, today, that man is an enemy. He's become an enemy, folks. I'm telling you. So this is what I'm here to talk about, and other national trending issues. But I need to make sure I attack this issue front and center, because it has brought disgrace to the media industry. That people will use their media outlets and platforms. I will say to you, I don't even know how many people are listening to me or will come and listen to this 1 year from now. So you must be cautious, smart enough to be careful how you choose your words, how you say what you say. It's very key, because the people are not just here to listen to trash. Well, this is the society we find ourselves in. People like to listen to all kinds of dummy stuff, all kinds of trash and nonsense, than something that will build them up and make their life well meaningful. That is what's going on, folks. And this is where I hold the Liberian government responsible, because human empowerment, human development is very, very key to every nation. Very, very important to every nation. When you develop the mind of every human being, positive thinking, the mind is educated, well developed, things will fall in line. I sat and watched this guy denigrate a female. You can't do this in this political setting. If it was here in America, here, and let's say he belongs to the CDC party. If the CDC party was here in America, and CDC, with what we witnessed or heard, could not come back to condemn that act, to condemn that towards that female, you will lose elections just like that. But I hope Liberians are watching, because that too might happen. because people are tired with this nonsense, with what's happening. That someone will just come. Liberia is all we have. So tearing each other apart, it's not going to help it. And I heard that there are legal proceedings in the making. Another point over there is it's not just Kev alone that could get a lawsuit. The entire network could get a lawsuit because those guys sat there and watched Kev go on and on and on, and he wanted to unload, as he called it, class reloader. He wanted, as it was reloading within himself, he wanted to unload it. As it kept reloading, he wanted to unload it. And they sat there. At one point, somebody wanted to leave the show. But you're the moderator. You have the option. I have the option sitting here right now. If I call anybody right now to mute them, to kick them out of the studio, I have that. I don't have to ban them, but I can remove them off the screen. We talk this behind because you're crossing the line. Because you know when the lines are crossed. When it's personal, the lines are crossed. That's it. Once it's personal, politics is not a personal thing. We watch the 8 years Barack Obama was president. When they tried to denigrate and attack him, the Hillary Clinton machine, the Clintons machine, attacked him before, winning that, party election, standard bearership, and then now into the national election. But every time they attack this guy, he doesn't listen to that nonsense. And his wife always said, Michelle said, when they go low, we go high. As they go low, we go high. You rise above the fray. When you go to the market, when you hear the noise in the market, when you pay attention to that noise in the market, you will not be able to buy what you want to buy. When you go in the market or supermarket, and because you're hearing noise, people talking or noise, and you say because they're making noise, you're not going to buy. So that is politics. People, when you put yourself in the political arena, you are in a ring to fight. And so sometimes maturity will show up. Not everything people talk about or whatever that you respond to. Look at the issue that takes me, and this issue right now is going to take me to the former vice president, Joseph Newman Boakai. Look at the issue, the information that just came out about his medical records. Oh, he's going to die anytime, whatsoever. Are you God? Are you? To say that about somebody? Are you the giver of life? Huh? Yeah, closing argument, man. It's not even class reloaded. Closing argument. Thank you. Thank you, Jeremiah. Thank you for that. Closing argument. I don't know what kind of argument they were closing over there or what. I don't know what kind of argument they were closing. Yeah, that was my guy who set the stuff up, broadcast up. So I'm sorry about class reloaded. My apologies to you guys. And you can tell it's just we're going to correct that when the show is over. But right now you can tell I'm now on class reloaded. I'm on closing argument. Those guys, you brought shame to the network, to the platform, to the profession of journalism. That's what happened. That's what happened. Closing argument. Ben Sanvi sat there. He too wanted to push it. He kept pushing it. Oh, Ben Sanvi, he sat there. Oh, but Kev, it is within Kev's purview to talk why he wants to talk. Because what he just said a couple of weeks ago about Prince Johnson, what he unloaded, the barrage of attacks and stuff. And if you heard what Prince Johnson, because I saw these guys going back and forth with Prince Johnson. What Prince Johnson, when he mentioned that, Prince Johnson came back. And I heard that, I think it was on Spoon Network. He apologized to Charlene Brumskin. Prince Johnson did apologize. So what is the big deal? He made his mistake. He apologized to her. And anybody that will rise to go up against any woman and defame them like that, we condemn you. This is a society where you have to have a moral compass. It's not just that the laws should be on the books. There's what about your morality? Society that you live in, the respect for a female. But this day and age, in my culture, there's no way I'll be sitting and a woman stands over me and won't get up and give them a seat. In my culture, I open the door for the female. That's it. But this day, this new world order we have, it's ridiculous, folks. It's crazy, insane. No respect, no honor. What's happening? And I think, Kev, if you know what I know, if you were smart enough, you will call Dr. Francine and really apologize, not just to her, but to her husband for your actions. Because if you don't, it's not going to be easy. The lawsuit, it's going to drag you, bro. Because you're on the side, the evidence is there. It's glaring. That tape, the video, it's going to come up. It's there. You can't take it back. Even if it is deleted, it's already gone. And that is the essence of your words. Once you speak it, it's gone. You don't own it anymore. You don't own it. It's gone. You put something online, it's gone. You don't have rights. It's gone. Even if you delete it, it's gone. So that's why you ought to be careful with your words, your choice of words. The Bible said, be quick to hear and slow to speak. That's what the scripture says, folks. But let's go to JMB, right? Well, what's happening with Joseph Nyumabwaka? Why would someone fake, someone doctor's report and publish it and say this person is going to die soon? Is that how you want to come back to fight, really? Something you have fought for 2 years. And because of few people, of political decisions of few people, you let it go. You fought for it. Monkey work, babu draw. That what happened? Huh? You work for it. You run away. Somebody else come and eat it. Jeremiah Kun will eat it. Huh? Prince Johnson then will eat it. Nyomli Kanga then will eat it. That's what happening. They all will eat it. They will sit down there and enjoy it. And I'm talking to my brother Costa right now. Where is Pedro Costa? Since the announcement of Jeremiah Kun, you can't come out to talk. You got to be man. Politics, when you're into politics, you got to be man. Politics not for children. It's not for small boy. I'm telling you. Don't go behind the scene and hide and throw the rock. Because when you throw the rock, there are other ways for people to go behind there and go find out where that rock came from. Folks, where that rock came from. People will go and find out where that rock came from. So that's what's happening. And you say you're not behind those medical information whatsoever. And people call the medical institutions or whatsoever. There's nothing like that. Because nobody here in America, as well as other people, will release my medical reports without my authorization. Nobody does that. You will have a big lawsuit coming for you. And hospitals and medical institutions are very much aware of that. Liberia, they don't care. You go pay somebody, people gapping already. You go pay them small money. Now what will happen? They will release all your medical report. They will get everything about you, what happened, whether you get cancer or you get this or syphilis or whatsoever. They will release all that stuff. Now, Liberia, you can do that stuff. But you can't do that because every time the old man coming here in the U.S. for medical, he comes and do his medical checkup. Doctors will advise you. And sometimes even your wife, you have to give that permission. You have to give that permission for them to see your medical records. You only do that to the person that you trust, that you want. Folks, that's it. That's what happens. I got the lines open, y'all. Y'all need a call and y'all call in. Let's discuss this. Because a lot of nonsense taking place, and some of us, I don't like to attack my media institution or colleagues, but I mean, it's just getting too much. We can't sit down because this medium, Talk TV Media Network, is independent. We do not belong to any political party. Ain't no money coming from some politicians sponsoring or supporting this. And we are the voice for the voiceless, the people out there, those independents, those political parties that do not have platforms, the Liberian people. We are their voice. And so we are not going to sit idly or just sit by and see lies spew out there in the communities. If you're going to win election, win the election free and fair. Don't be dirty. They say politics is dirty. Yes, politics is dirty, but don't make it personal. Don't make it personal. For real. You take it personal, I'll bring a blow to you. Because at the end of the day, the government that is ruling today, once upon a time, there will come a time when they will not be in power. So what becomes of what you have said? That's what I'm talking about. What becomes of that, folks? So I am sitting here to urge my brother, if he's smart enough and not to destroy his political career, Henry Costa, come out of the woods. Come out of the closet. Come out and continue what you've begun. You could have been on that stage with Joseph Numa Boakai when he was endorsing, when he was appointing Jeremiah Kuhn. You could have been on that stage to sharpen your career future while you were running for senatorial position. The old man with that crowd that we saw, people on the streets, over houses, or trees hanging up. Liberia came to a standstill. You missed a perfect opportunity. Because all you could have told Joe Boakai behind the scene was, I need you to recognize me and tell the people to support my candidacy for the senatorial position. That's all you should have done. But you missed it. Because you want to listen to your pa. Yuri has lived his life. He got his own money. He's lived his life. Now, you young on the stage. So you have to be smart enough. You have to be smart, bro. I'm telling you. You sharp, you smart, intellectually, but then the decisions you're making are not helping you. Joe Boakai loves you. You said the most beautiful things about Joe Boakai. Now you want to be one of the Judas that betray him. Is that what? I am dissecting the relationship and all of this. You call it politics. It's all power. Greed of power. Money. Mullah. That's it. That's what you want. Ain't nobody can buy me. Because if what I heard is true, that all those people in Delaware, they had to sponsor you or support you, and all of that stuff, what you gonna do? But if you are a hardworking man like me here in America, a man who will go and do all his hours, due diligence, and build his future by himself, you will stand tall. Because I don't depend on people's pennies. But you're my brother because why? You're a Liberian, I'm a Liberian. A Liberian is always a Liberian. So you missed out a good opportunity. Because when Ome Boakai left, personally to go meet you, to meet Yuri, to meet Tilia, the entire family, to meet y'all and talk to y'all, that the time y'all should have used, you guys should have been smart to use Joe Boakai to tie the old man feet down and say, okay, We already see your position, we respect it. So what we want you to do for us is this, because we've come a long way as a team. What we want you to do for us is, since I am running as, for a senatorial position in Montserrat County, I want you, when you go on that stage, I will go with you on that stage. I want you to pronounce to all the media outlets and all those listening, all those followers, all those that will be there, that my people, my son Henry Costa has been here all along. And if you support me, Joe Barker, you support his candidacy for senatorial position. That's all. And you tie the old man's hands like that. Let's see where he was going to lean. Then you get ground. But you didn't do that one. You just went incognito. You just went silent, just like that. Incognito. And now you're spilling papers of information out to media outlets. Bring some to me, because I will be the one to give you the right advice. Bring some of it. You don't do that. We live in a civil society. You don't talk about somebody's personal life like that. Y'all want Joe Barker to die as though y'all the givers of life? I'm independent, but I don't want to see him die. I'm human. I hate to see any Liberian die or suffer. Why will you wish someone life be taken away? Folks, this is denigrating. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And I'm gonna take a song here and come right back and attack the next topic. I'm gonna take a song right here. Let me see. Let me see the other one here. I think my audience will enjoy the other one here. Yeah, they will enjoy the one here. 1 second, because all this stuff that's happening it's no joke. This is serious. This is real. And people need to be aware of what's happening in the industry. We can't let people come because they have a platform to destroy people's character, or people talk about people, foolishly and loosely like that. We can't let that. It's not because if it is for ratings, a lot of us, this platform I can blow overnight if I sit here to just spew lies and confuse people. Let me see what Charisco is saying. Costa is fake from wanting to be senator all of a sudden. Yeah, tell me about that. He wants to be vice president. Are you kidding me? That's what's happening here. That's why. Let me see. Let me put that up. Yeah. That the people who criticize Judge We Are everything. Tell me about it, my brother. Well, y'all enjoy your song, man. And I'll be right back.
Just praise. Hey, how they play? Baby, I want more. One more dance, my baby. Your body drive me crazy. I want you to be my lady. Say my foot, shake again, let me see again, back, again, start this go back again, on the phone I can see again, baby let me hold again, sweet my foot, rock again, let me touch again, I'll take you home with me. To sweet Papa Teen, my baby. I promise I will never play with ya. All because of you. You will be my gang queen. So my phone shake again, let me see again, back again, start this go back again, on the phone I can see again, baby let me hold again, sweet my phone rock again, let me touch again, so my phone shake again, let me see again, back again, start too bad you would know me. Your puppy would know me. Your mom would know me. You take my trouble. Hey, my cool shit, get. Let me see, get. Back, get. Score, get. For the phone, I can see, get. Baby, let me hold, get. My cool rock, get. Let me touch, get. My cool shit, get. Let me see, get. Back, get. Score, get. For the phone, I can see, get. Baby, let me hold, get. My cool rock, get. Let me touch, get.
All right, folks. All right, welcome back, folks. Yeah. My name is Sam Gadu here at Talk TV Media Network, the voice for the voiceless. Yeah, coming to you live from Green Country, Oklahoma, Tulsa, to be more specific. Studio One is sleeping right now in LRB, as I can see. So, those of you who are following us, welcome to the show. Share the link, share our platform. We appreciate it. We are here to talk everything here on this platform. Our weekly broadcast, we talk about healthcare, we talk about business, we talk about music, we talk about religion, we talk politics. We talk it all here. This is a national platform. This is where we discuss everything. So follow us. Like tomorrow, we'll be here at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Here, that will be 7 p.m. Liberian time, where we talk about religion. Especially tomorrow is Father's Day. And a special Father's Day to all of you, who are good fathers out there. A special Father's Day to all of you as you celebrate your Father's Day tomorrow. To be a father is not an easy thing, my people. I just want to give all the fathers that shout out. So I will have a special, the Sunday show tomorrow will be dedicated solely to all the fathers, where we will, just play all the good fathers' music and talk about who is a father, the importance of a father in the home. So we'll talk about all of that tomorrow. But before we get to that tomorrow, tonight is politics here. I first started about the two networks that are fighting each other, for ratings, I guess, because buddies, once upon a time called buddies, defected. Because in the first place, when I look at friendship, I look at it from a different perspective. As in, if you call someone your friend, that friendship will be tested. It will not be tested when everything is going jolly, when everything is well. It will be tested when the heat is on, when the trials and the temptations come, the turbulence. So when I watch today, Ben Sanvi, Tourmaline, Dr. Peabody, Kev Hassan, talking what they're talking, and it all defected to go start something somewhere, I respect their decisions. But then I ask the next question, were they true friends in the first place? Were they good friends, true loyal friends in the first place? All the time. They've been knowing and partying and going places together. They were not, because a friend is the one that's going to stick closer than the brother, especially when your brother is going through a crisis. Their brother, their friend, someone they call their brother, Stanton Witherspoon, is going through a crisis. We agree. Everybody's not perfect. Everybody make mistakes. He made his legal mistakes. He's going to face the consequences of due law. He's going to have his day in court. This is why I love the American system, because here, no one is above the law, right? Those of us who are here, we see what's happening to the former president, Donald Trump. No one's above the law. But do you leave your friends because of that? Or do you stand or stay to support them? That is what you want to do as a true friend. Anything less than that, you just a Judas. Simple. You just a Judas. You one of those that selling Jesus Christ. You one of those when you take care of you, you get behind you, they bite you, they chew you up. So all those guys, you go on some sort of media, you're trying to castigate somebody. I don't even want to hear you guys because, I mean, at the end of the day, you don't have anything much to say. There's no character. Your character is going to be tested. Every marriage must have a crisis. Every marriage. So because you have a marriage, and it has a crisis, so you're going to defect. You're going to leave the other person in the water. Except in the case where it's abuse, it's taking place in that marriage, and something bad is happening in that marriage, then you can move on. But let's talk about this. Because this divorce stuff is taking place all over Ure, Telia, Costa. They're divorcing the JMB train right now that is roaring like a lion in Liberia. This would have been good for them. I don't blame Telia Ure because her father is the one that's taking care of her life, taking care of everything. So for her to resign or to let go of that position of JMB tag team, it's understandable. Quite understandable, because Benona Ure wants to handle everything behind the scene because he feels he has money. And what people don't know is Benona Ure got rich under Charles Taylor. The businessman he is today running cell phone companies and stuff. It's Liberian people money. We are business people. We know we savvy business people. Right? He got rich out of Liberia during the days of war when blood was being shed. He was one of the best friend decision makers under Charles Taylor. They were the one running the country. We call it blood money. So when he said today, you know how many weekends like this Charles Taylor go on Benona Ure farm? Weekends like this. Then you sit down in that kind of instance. Now, you lucky or you blessed enough, you're not one of those that were persecuted to be sitting now in a Hague, whatsoever. You in the country, whatsoever. You have money. You don't pump that money in the best directions for the Liberian people to benefit, for the youth of Liberia. You don't champion causes that will bring civility in the country. It's vision. It's all about vision. And then because of the lack of vision, the people of Liberia are perishing. Because of the lack of vision, the people of Liberia, Mama Liberia, are perishing. And we have to rise up because if Liberia perish, all of us perish. Our children and the generations to come after us. We live in America, yes. But there's no place like home. I'm grateful and thankful for this free land of liberty. I get it. But where you grew up as a child, where you went on the farm, where you went to go play football with your kinja, or sometimes with grapefruit, was your football. Barefoot. You grew up with all your buddies and your friends. Those memories are there. There's no place like home. Liberia is a rich country. God has blessed the nation of Liberia. And we need people who have that love. We need people who have that understanding of Liberia. I got a call coming in. Let me answer it. I got a call coming in. I told you all the lines open. Let me answer the call here. Let me answer this call. Caller, hello. Hello. Your name, where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Liberia this evening.
You calling from Liberia? What your name, please?
I'm Jasper F. Andrews, calling from Liberia.
Jasper, what you got to say?
First of all, I want to say thank you for the show this evening. I love the platform for which and everything you're doing is in the interest of our country and Mama Liberia. But let me stress one or 2 points when it comes to the Costa case and that of the Brownie Samuka case. But first, let me begin with Costa.
Yeah, you gotta hurry up so other people you can free the line at maybe 2 minutes.
Okay. Costa was supporting JNB and everybody in the bureau saw it. But what shocked everybody is when Yomikala Lawrence was speaking. Now we're looking at Jeremiah Kong was speak as vice running mate, where he felt disenchanted and sending he been silent. But what I have to say is I think people have to protect one another because you have before you don't release somebody medical report, that's an allegation. It's a crime against humanity. You don't do that. I believe JMB is a person with integrity that doesn't believe in violence. But if for any reason they could take Costa to court because that was not good for him to do. And secondly, to Brownie Samuka, there's been a battle into local county recent when Brownie Samuka refused to.
Man, you got a feedback. You got a feedback. You listening to a radio. You got a feedback. You listening to something to yourself.
I'm sorry. So that was it. Brownie Samuka had a serious problem into Brownie Samuka's Rosaga refused to support the candidacy of Steve Sago, and Steve Sago is now supporting a unity party. So I believe Brownie Samuka and other unity party, there's a crisis within our unity party right now as we speak because Brownie Sago is a member of unity party and he's saying that he cannot support Steve Sago, who has pledged his support to unity party, and I believe that unity party is in crisis, and Joseph Blacker should muster the courage and settle down with the two and see how best they can come to a conclusion. But as it stands, and Joseph Blacker is a stronghold, and if these people having conflict and disenchantment into Louva County, he's trying to lose Louva County as I speak to you. So I think he has to muster the courage as a leader and to be able to put the two put together and talk to them and solve the problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling. Okay, folks. That was one of our callers, Jasper Andrews, calling from Liberia. But he talked about the last topic I was about to talk about, which has to do with the Honorable former Defense Minister, Brownie Samuka. But since time is of the essence already, let me just address that. Yeah, we watched that episode is unfolding as we speak with former Defense Minister Brownie Samuka. And first thing I have to tell people is this is politics. It is the freedom. It is the freedom that everyone should exercise. It is Brownie Samuka business, to support who he wants to support. It is Brownie Samuka's business. It is his prerogative, right? Because when you look at, if you follow the politics of Lofa during the Bar senatorial election, Kotima heavily supported, Brownie. And because of that, Brownie is feeling now, I have to pay back that good. But then Liberty Party, on the other side, is saying, with the Yomi Kanga and DeLon, that because we are coming on board on this train, you got to fuel in one of ours. And that has to do with Steve Zago to run, to, on that ticket. Because that's the only ticket that he can run on. And Brownie is saying, for those of you who do not understand, that's what I'm trying to explain. And Brownie is saying, you can't do that. This seat, it was promised to Jala. And Jala went to on the other side, CDC. Because Jala ran over there many times and he lost. Many times. Politics. When I look at the whole Jala thing too, that's not small politics. Yeah. Politics interesting. That's why I can't do politics. I can't get into politics. I stay in the era of business. That's my era there. Everybody get their era. That's what Sonny got say. Everybody get their era. Because politician me, you lie on me, I quit to blow, to fight. That's why I don't like politics. Because politicians can lie. All politicians can lie. If you don't know that, let me say that. Every politician can lie. So when you see people today, Brownie Samuka, as we speak, is in Lofa County. He's in Foya. He's going to every town and village in Lofa, campaigning, already in a campaign mode. He said it openly. He said he supports the presidency of his uncle, Joseph Juma Boaka, and he support Rescue 2, Jeremiah Kun. But he's not going to support Steve Zago because they're not playing him right. So that's his choice. We understand the dynamics. So you see, and now the Unity Party is fueling Steve Zago. They have decided to come out that Steve Zago is the one who's going on a list, on a ticket as well. So now this is what kind of like roughing shoulders with Brownie. But it is Brownie's choice. It is Brownie's choice to support whomever he wants to support. So it's no big politics. And I think that because I know Lofa, I know the people of Lofa, I know that they will fix this. They will get over this. I know that they will fix it. Because I already got inside sources from inside sources that, people, the elders living in Lofa are already trying to get, to solve that problem. So they will fix it. That's how you know leadership. Huh? Because Joe Barker, he's not going to sit down there and let the house he's over, ruin or chakla or get scattered around. He's not going to do that. So they will fix it. I gave you from now to next week, you will hear. They all will come up with a statement. Brownie too will come up with his. But they will fix it, folks. Our 1 hour show is over. But folks, I want to be grateful to all of you guys who follow our platform majestically, ardently. We are here doing what we do best because of you. If it was not for you, I won't be sitting here. I will be somewhere at the park somewhere with my kids. I'll be playing soccer somewhere right now because the sun is shining. But I take time to come here because of you, because of the Liberian people. We have to do the people's business. Above all else, Liberia. God first, then Liberia. That is what we ought to do. So those of you who know, y'all keep talking to Costa. And those of you who watch closing arguments, y'all need to talk to those people. Because I can feel something, some kind of wind is blowing. They're going to have some kind of lawsuit coming. And the area I didn't touch was that whole area of the other three guys that sat by idly and not doing anything. They had the options to do that. In the legal word, we call it aiding and abetting. They were aiding what Kev Hassan was saying. So they could get sued as a network. Too. They're cool. So you see, because they failed to realize that they were people who were following them, were not just following them online, they were relaying to local networks in Liberia. And people in towns and villages were listening to all that crap and nonsense on radio about a man denigrating a female. You go say the man slept with so person in your apartment, this and that. If you were a good man, Kev, you would have stopped the man. You would have stopped the action when it was taking place. But for you to come and talk about it, you aided too in that whole case. You abetted. You are a co-conspirator. You see, all people say, when you point your finger in somebody's eye, you got three coming by you. Now what was happening? And the common sense was not there for him to realize, man, I'm making the wrong decisions. But then the thing I don't get is this. You have so much loyalty to George Weah to destroy yourself, to destroy your career. George Weah is president. George Weah one day will not be president. Because why? Governments come and go. What kind of blind loyalty is that? It's blind loyalty. Completely. Blind loyalty. Eh? That's how it is. Let me get my kapao. Folks, I opened the song. I opened the line. Y'all didn't call. So I'm taking leave of you guys. Let me see you all join us tonight. Let me give a special shout out. Lofa Peking. Special shout out to you. Let me get to the main screen. All those who, Christine Kine, Patrick Sandiki. Yeah, long time no see. Yeah, Solomon, Asumana. Welcome, folks. Thomas Jima. Special shout out. Happy Father's Day to all of you. Jeremiah Gayflow. All of you guys, man. Bangali. Amadou Kane. Special shout out to all of our followers, our listeners tonight. We love you. Kapao. Until then, I'll catch you tomorrow, folks. Have a pleasant evening wherever you are.
woman. Baba lale, lale, baba lale. Oluwa baba